If you want to improvise on the dance floor and create endless bachata sensual movements, you need to watch this video. We are going to show you how to combine sensual moves and how to create endless combinations. Let's go!
So guys, very important, make sure to not skip this part. If you want to become an expert in Bachata Sensual and create endless combinations, you really need to understand each of the body moves that the combinations have. This means there are a lot of complex combinations in Bachata Sensual that are formed from different basic moves, and you really need to understand where the energy is at every point of the move. If you know where the energy is the whole time and you understand the movements, this way you will be able to connect them in such a smooth way that will make your dance a lot better.
So now we are going to show you two different combinations using the exact same movements. Like this, you will see where the energy flows and at what point you can connect the different movements. Let's go!
Acelera cuando en invierno te hacen ver la primavera. Si están tus manos con las mías, ninguna noche se hace fría. Y en un segundo es como si te conociera. Como la paz y la guerra, como la luna y la tierra. Y yo no sé muy bien qué va a pasar contigo, si te vas a enamorar. Y yo no sé si estás escrita en mi destino, pero no puedes negar que al final, si algo tiene que pasar, va a pasar. No batallemos con la ley de gravedad, de gravedad.
Okay guys, so for this combination we start in the close position, and now we do a basic in 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So here, the first thing that I'm doing, I'm preparing by bringing the energy up, our body up, so that the follower knows that we are no longer doing our basic, and now we start with a sensual move. From here, I will start leading a side wave by going 1, 2. Again, I'm creating first the energy going very much up, and then releasing it by going down. And in this point, when the energy is traveling from the upper body to the hips, is where I can connect this move with a hip roll. Instead of letting the follower finish the side wave in 1, 2, 3, 4, in the 3 and 4, where she's using her hips, I start leading a hip roll. So we go in 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, here, when she's with the weight on this side and the hips are here, instead of letting her finish the hip roll like this, I start a pendulum with the hips. So if you see, the energy is first on the upper body, traveling to the hips, so I can do a hip roll, and from here, I can stop the movement here and say, okay, let's change the direction of the energy and do a pendulum here. And now, slowly, the energy is traveling to the upper body. And instead of just finishing here, when we are here on the hip roll, the pendulum upper body is exactly where I have my preparation for my cambré. So here I can lead a cambré like this. So with the timing, it would be, we are here in 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 3 was the first connection for the hip roll. And now on 4, it's the second one to go on 5 with the pendulum, in 5, 6, and on 7 is the other connection that I have. So I'm connecting now the pendulum reverse side wave with a cambré in 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4.
For the follower, it's very important that you always shift your weight with your movement. For example, in the side wave, when we start the movement here, we have the weight on the right side and we make ourselves bigger. If you would just do your side wave on the left side like this, and not very clear, the leader would have to force the energy to go into another direction. But if you still have your weight on the right side, he can go very easily with the flow and indicate the hip roll. Also make sure that you dance slowly and controlled, and that when he starts the side wave, that you just don't finish it, that you really wait for him if he maybe wants to change the direction of the movement.
So from this point of view, in 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So guys, another important thing is that when we want to connect the move, we want to always play with the height. That means that we are not leading everything up and we are not leading everything here down. We're always changing the weight, like she said, but also playing with our height. We are doing some stuff up and other things down. So guys, before we continue, we just want to thank all of you guys that are supporting the channel by becoming a Patreon or by buying us a coffee. And if you would like to support us, make sure to check out the links down below. But now, let's continue with the video.
Ese momento en el que el pulso se acelera, cuando en invierno te hacen ver la primavera. Si están tus manos con las mías, ninguna noche se hace fría. Y en un segundo es como si te conociera. Como la paz y la guerra, como la luna y la tierra. Y yo no sé muy bien qué va a pasar contigo, si te vas a enamorar. Y yo no sé si estás escrita en mi destino, pero no puedes negar que al final, si algo tiene que pasar, va a pasar. No batallemos con la ley de gravedad, de gravedad, de gravedad. No batallemos con la ley y no empecemos con la relatividad, que entre tú y yo no es relativa la verdad, no es un fenómeno.
Okay guys, so for this one we start in the closed position and we do a side wave and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we are not staying down. After we let the energy up, the energy went down and we go up directly again and go into the preparation of the cambré. Make sure to not stay, for example, here, and from here try to lead a cambré. This is wrong. Not only because it's not safe for her lower back, but also because we had the energy on down and we needed to bring the energy to her upper body. So to bring the energy to the upper body, we are up, we go down, and first we go up again to have the whole energy here. And from here be able to lead the cambré. So from here we lead the cambré. From here, guys, as well, for example, now that she's here down, we could here change the weight. So the upper body was here, her weight, our weight is on the right side, well, from the leaders, and now we change the weight here, we breathe in, and we connect it with a side wave again. So we connected with a side wave. And from here, we connected with the hip roll, of course. So stop making the mistake, guys, of leading things with the upper body when we have the energy down, and vice versa as well. And also, guys, make sure to always know, like we said, where the energy is, and lead from here on this side and not try to lead a cambré when we are, for example, on this side and you want to go like this. This is not good. We always want to first know, okay, I'm on the right side, so my cambré can go to the right side, for example. I'm now changing the way to the left to lead my side wave, and make sure to lead the hip roll first when she's starting to use the hips and not try to, from here, say hip roll, for example, because that is just not smooth. And also, guys, again, in the hip roll, for example, to do a pendulum, make sure to wait for the hip to be with the weight here and not try to start a pendulum with when the weight is still back, and then from back, try to go into like that. That's not the way we lead. We always want to know, like we said, exactly where our energy is on every time of the movement, and make sure to, at least normally, to lead and connect the movements when the weight is on one leg. So guys, it could be possible, for example, when we are first in the side wave, we go into the cambré, and from here, when we finish the cambré, it could be possible to change our weight and start the hip roll. It is possible, but it's not smooth because the moves are not connected. Because they are not connected because the energy after the cambré, it was up, and the energy for the hip roll we needed down. So in this case, it makes sense after the cambré, when we are here, to try to do a side wave first, because the side wave is the perfect move to change your energy from up to down. And from here, we can lead the hip roll and finish it with the pendulum. So from this point of view, in 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, tap, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let us know down in the comments what you think, and make sure to watch our other videos. You will like them for sure. Hope to see you there. Bye!